Have you ever looked at your bank account and thought, where did all of my money go? Because same. In a world where things are marketed to us 24/7, I've had to start becoming super intentional with where I'm spending my money, because if not, my money literally just disappears. So here are 25 things I stopped buying to save me more money. These are things I personally no longer spend money on. For now, that might change, and that doesn't mean that they're bad or that you shouldn't buy them. My life stage, my priorities, and budget may look different from yours, and that's okay. I still hope this video will be valuable and may help inspire you to look at your own spending habit. If you're trying to be more mindful with your money, please comment below. What's one thing or multiple things that you stop buying? Let's help each other out in the comments. So let me be clear. I do not believe that you can save your way to wealth. However, if you save in areas that don't matter as much to you, you can invest more in things that actually do matter to you, whether that's your business, your health, or traveling. It's all about being intentional and not cheap. So let's get started. Here's what I stopped spending my money on to stay aligned with my values and goals. Number one is impulse purchases. I'm a girl and I love shopping. There's always something that I'm seeing that I'm interested in buying. However, instead of immediately pressing the buy button, I've started creating a wish list. I have a note in my phone, and I also have a shopping folder on my computer. If I see something that I'm interested in buying, I'll save it in my shopping folder, and in a couple of days or a week or two, I'll revisit it. Most of the time, I realize I don't even want it anymore. But if after that time period, I actually realize that I do want it, then I'll go ahead and make the purchase. But it's about not making that impulse buy and taking the time to think before you actually buy the item. Second is full priced items online. I never check out without looking for a coupon. You can use sites like Rakuten or Honey, I'll link them down below, to find coupons or get cash back on items that you buy. I also always Google the store plus coupon code to see if there are any coupon codes out there. And I promise you, I always find one. There are always deals, just make sure you search for them and find them. Use your resources. We have the internet, we have ChatGPT, use them and find coupons. Third is buying things from Amazon all the time. Amazon can really trap you because it's so easy to just scroll on there and buy things that you don't actually need. If I don't need something urgently, I always check Shein or AliExpress first, because a lot of the time the things on Amazon are actually from sites like that and just sold at a higher price. So if you want to buy something, always try and buy it at the source. Try and buy it directly from China or wherever they're getting it from, and you will save sometimes 10 times the amount of money that you were going to spend. But if I do need something urgently, I will still use Amazon, but I always try and check Shein and AliExpress first. Now on to subscriptions and tech. I stopped getting phone upgrades every year. I always used to want the latest iPhone because it took better pictures or had better camera quality, but now I use my phone until it literally cannot function anymore. I promise you, you do not need the latest model unless you're like a tech nerd or that is your job, but most of the times you are fine with the phone you have now, so use it until it stops working. Next is cable or live TV services. I honestly stopped watching TV as a whole. I do not own a TV in my apartment, and I also don't pay for Netflix or Hulu or any of those streaming services. For entertainment, I mainly watch YouTube, and if I want to watch something on one of those streaming platforms, I'll use one of my friends' accounts. That's the cheat code. There is just honestly so much other ways to consume content rather than paying for live TV. Now on to beauty and self-care. I stopped getting my nails done. As a girl, having your nails done is one thing that feels like an expense you just cannot give up. But I promise you, if you haven't, you should try press-on nails. When I tell you, they have actually changed the game for me, because you don't have to go to the nail salon and sit there idle for an hour, and you also are not wasting $60 every 2 weeks on getting your nails done anymore because they're so affordable. My favorite press-ons are from Shein, and you literally just search handmade press-on nails and you'll find so many nails of very, very good quality. And I apply them with the Kala nail glue from Amazon, and they stay on for 2 weeks and they look amazing. Next is perfume from Sephora or Ulta. Instead of buying perfume from stores like that, I buy my fragrances from FragranceNet or other discount retailers. It's literally the same product but just for less money. I highly recommend if you haven't tried that already. Next is high-end makeup or skincare. These beauty gurus will get you. They will be advertising so many different products and you feel like you need them. But I promise you, drugstore products work just as well for most things and are way cheaper. I found a routine for my skincare and makeup that works for me and that's simple, and I just stick by it. If there's something I want to try, I always try and get the drugstore version first, and if I like it a lot, then I can upgrade to the high-end version. Ninth is expensive workout classes. The healthcare industry is booming right now because everyone is trying to get in their best shape of their lives, which is of course very good. But if you get too wrapped up in it, you can end up spending a lot of money that could have been avoided. So instead, I replaced these $40 classes with ClassPass. ClassPass is subscription based and allows you to buy workout classes based on the amount of credits that you have. It actually saves you a lot of money and I highly recommend it. I'll leave my link down below if you guys would like to try it out. I also started doing at-home workouts, which you'd be surprised how intense an at-home workout can be. I've been trying out Move with Nicole for Pilates and she's been definitely getting me right. Next, this one is gonna sound kind of odd, but hear me out. I stopped drying clothes in the dryer. I live in New York City and I do not have in-unit washer dryer, so drying my clothes costs $3.50 per load. So I invested in a drying rack and have been air drying my clothes, and it has saved me a lot of money. And an added benefit of this is that you don't ruin your clothes as much because a lot of the time dryers can ruin your clothes. So I'm saving money and I'm extending the life of my clothes. Highly recommend. Now, health and daily essentials. I stopped buying glasses from the eye doctor. A lot of the time, glasses at the eye doctor are high-end brands and usually cost a lot more. So I started getting my prescription from the doctor and going online to sites like Firmoo or Zenni to find glasses that I want. They're more affordable, you could find pairs that are more stylish, you can still get it reimbursed by your insurance because obviously it's a medical expense. Next is feminine products. I've switched to using reusable period underwear when I can, especially at night. Obviously this allows you to wash it and reuse it. And if your workplace offers free feminine products, definitely stock up and take those home. Can save you a lot of money. I also stopped buying single-use kitchen gadgets. I live in a New York City apartment, which are pretty small, but I try and not buy kitchen gadgets that I don't have multiple uses for. For example, I do not own any mixing bowls. However, I do cook and bake, so I use my pots and my Tupperware as a form of a mixing bowl. Another example is I love to drink tea and have mugs. I'll use those mugs also for water and drinks instead of buying separate cups. That's how you use items, multiple uses. I use simple tools and I keep my kitchen clutter-free. Next category is food and drink. I stopped paying delivery fees and service charges from these online delivery services. Either I will use a coupon code, like I mentioned before. There are so many coupon codes out there, especially for free delivery, or I'll just walk and get the food or cook myself. Those extra fees for delivery and convenience really add up and almost sometimes double the price of what you're buying. So if you can, get a coupon, get it yourself, or make it at home. Next is name brand groceries. Store brand items are often made by the same company and taste exactly the same. In my opinion, there's just no need to pay for a label that is more expensive when you can get the same thing for a lower cost. Next is buying from expensive grocery stores. In New York, there is a lot of random grocery stores on the street, and those tend to be more expensive as they're not a chain. I like to stick to affordable and reliable places. I only buy my groceries from Trader Joe's and Amazon Fresh. This makes it easier to plan and to budget, and the groceries are so much cheaper. It's actually ridiculous. The grocery store closest to me sold bell pepper for $5. One single bell pepper for $5. But on Amazon Fresh and at Trader Joe's, a bell pepper is 99 cents. So I'm saving 5 times the amount by shopping at those places. I also stopped buying coffee or tea at cafes. I am such a huge drinker of tea. I love it so much. But if you go to a cafe or a restaurant, they will charge you $4 to $5 for a tea, which is literally just hot water with a tea bag. So now I carry my own tea bags and just ask for hot water when I go to a place, and it saves you a lot of money. I also always carry a water bottle with me wherever I go, so I'm not constantly having to buy drinks on the go. So I could allow myself to go out to eat, but I'll save money on the drinks portion. Now, content and entertainment. I stopped buying brand new books. If you like audiobooks like me, you should definitely check out your local library. Most libraries have an option for an audiobook app called Libby, and this allows you to get audiobooks or even ebooks for free using your library card. If you like having physical books, I definitely recommend you to check out used bookstores. There's so many, and you save so much money by buying it used over brand new. And you can also sell your old books to those bookstores as well. Before you buy any books too, you should check to see if you could find them online. A lot of the times there's free audiobooks on YouTube, or you could find free PDFs of books online as well. If I have any resources for that, I'll link them down below. Next is too many subscriptions. If you know you have a lot of subscriptions, I recommend that you audit all of the ones you have and ask yourself, do I actually need this subscription? Does the convenience of this make sense, or am I making more money than I'm spending by paying for this? And if you realize you don't need something, cancel it. You can always get it back if you feel like you need it again, or just get the subscription when you actually need it. So for instance, if there's a Netflix show that you're watching, you could get Netflix, watch the show, and when you're done, cancel it so you're not wasting unnecessary money. Now let's talk about fashion and events. I stopped buying clothes for one-time events. As a girl who loves shopping, I already have so many clothes. I have so many dresses and so many outfits. So if an event is coming up, I know that I can remix an outfit I already have over buying something new. And if I do end up buying something new, I only buy it if I know I can wear this for multiple occasions. I will not buy something that I know I will only wear once. Next is expensive clothes. I know most people give the advice you should buy quality pieces that are basics and will last you a long time. But for me, I'm in a period of transition. I feel like my style is changing a lot and I'm experimenting a lot with the outfits that I'm wearing. So I'm actually buying more affordable clothes because I don't want to buy an expensive item that I feel like I might not wear next year, or my style might change and it might just stay in the back of my closet. If I buy an affordable item and I like it and I feel like I can style it and I can add this to my collection, then maybe I would invest in the more expensive version. But right now I am focusing on buying more affordable clothing and just trying to style it better and figure out my own personal style. Next is seasonal or excessive home decor. As you can see, my background is kind of plain. Like I said, I live in New York City and the apartments here are very small and don't have a lot of storage space. I also move a lot. I have not stayed in one apartment for more than 12 months. In the past 3 years, I lived in Dallas, Dublin, and now New York. So I try and avoid having too much stuff. I want all of my stuff to fit in a car, ideally, which makes moving a lot easier. I only keep things around that I use year round. Now let's talk about big expenses and life costs. I do not own a car. I sold my car after moving to New York City. If you live in a big city and you have reliable public transportation, I recommend saving on the expense of a car, which can be so expensive, and using public transport. With my job, I also have pre-tax commuter benefits, which allows me to save even more money on the subway. If you do live somewhere that you need a car, I highly recommend to buy your car used. My old car was a used Toyota Camry, and I loved her so much. She was so reliable. But I recommend used cars because new cars depreciate in value so fast, and you can save a lot of money by getting your car used, and it's also better for the environment. Next is rent. Like I've said, if you live in a big city where renting can be very expensive, I highly recommend having a roommate. You can save so much money on rent this way, and you split all the expenses into utilities, electricity, furniture. Especially if you're young, it's definitely a good option. All in all, it's about spending with intention. I budget for the things I love and avoid buying things just to keep up or trying to impress others. I focus on being intentional. I cut back in areas that don't matter to me so I can splurge in the areas that do. We are constantly being sold to online, on the street, and even by our friends. So be mindful of what you are consuming and why. You don't necessarily have to buy less, but just buy with intention. You make the decision and take control of your money and stop letting other people have that control for you. If this video gave you any ideas, drop a comment down below and let me know what is the most helpful, or if you have any tips for the rest of us. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with a friend. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.